Hello, Ian at Stage Sounds again. I want to talk to you today briefly about mic technique and added to that, speaker placement. We're looking more towards the solo performer, but it does translate to bands as well. First things first, mic technique. You get your industry standard SM58, and what you want to do when you're singing into this microphone as a vocalist, you want this to be touching your lips or just a few inches away. You really don't want to be singing over there, pulling the microphone away, that sort of technique. It's not a good technique, and it can lead to feedback problems because this is capturing, as it were, all the frequencies and sounds around the stage, i.e. your drummer's going to bleed through over it, any other instrumentation, any knocks, rattles and bangs will go onto this microphone and transmit out to the front of the house. You could have an awful lot of feedback problems, distortion problems, all that sort of stuff. So really and truly, mic technique for a vocalist, touching lips or just a few inches away, and no more than that. That is the only correct way of using a microphone. Now, regarding speaker placement, and I bring this one up in conjunction with this because I had an email from a lady solo performer who said she was getting tremendous feedback, and I'm not talking good feedback, I'm talking about really bad feedback from the PA because of where she put her speakers. She was in a room and she was standing in front of those speakers and quite close to them. The level was quite high on her PA with her backing tracks on it, and she was getting a lot of feedback into them and wondered where she should place the speakers. In a perfect world, those speakers need to be in front of this microphone. Need to be in front of this microphone. If that's your microphone, the back of the speaker wants to be there and no closer. So my leads fell over. The back of the speaker needs to be there and no closer, because you don't want that speaker to be picking up anything on this mic. Now, we know about the pattern on this mic. It's the heart shape, cardioid. It's that shape. So anything sort of here, you can see it, coming out here to around that sort of shape, obviously not as big as that, but I'm just trying to sort of show you. That's what it's picking up. So if that speaker's a bit too close, it could pick it up. You want to be no closer than that. That's the back of the speaker. Ideally you want to be a good distance away from it to avoid that any feedback problems. And obviously you don't want them too close to each other, because you've got to if you're you're in that sort of area around it. It could be problems. It does depend also on the acoustics of the room, i.e. where you're having to put the speakers if they are in front of you. I do understand that some venues, bars and whatnot, small pubs and whatnot, don't have the room, so you have to put them where you can put them, and that's fine. But you just have to. It's trial and error to put them in a place where they're going to cause you the least amount of problems. But you've just got to spend a bit of time and get there early enough to make sure you address that situation before you go on. Don't be thinking about trying to deal with it when you're performing. Deal with it before it gets to that point. When you do your sound check, when you set up, physically try it out and see what you can and can't do. Perhaps turn the PA up a little bit louder than what you normally would use it at, just so you can see if there is a problem, where it would arise from. And naturally in an empty venue the sound will be different than when you get a lot of bodies in the way of it. A lot of people in front of it, that will soak up some of the sound. But I reiterate back again, don't have the speakers behind you. By all means, if it's just a speech, yes, you can have them behind you, as long as you've not got it directly behind you, because you're only talking at this sort of level, but not down here with your microphone. Back to that technique thing again. Keep them in front. Have a monitor, a wedge monitor on the floor for you, behind the speakers so you can hear yourself clearly at the same or very similar level to the front of house speakers, and try and work it from there. Find a system that works best for you, but work on where you can put those speakers in that venue, because a lot of venues don't have room or the what of a better word, roomability to place speakers in certain parts of that place. So you've just got to try and work around it and see what works best for you. Hope that video helped. Hope that answered the question. Any questions regarding this video or any others I've put up, please feel free to drop me a line, and I'll do my best to give you a good reply. Alright, Ian at Stage Sounds. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.